which we are going to do through inversion of control or dependency injection. For that, we require a new file that is an XML file, and this XML file, basically we call it person config.xml. Now we finish this. What I've done is I've already made this here. This is the person table, still 11 values. William Blake is the last value in it. I've already got the structure of XML file, and from this structure what we are going to do is now we start our configuration. Basically what happens is we have to set the data source into JdbcTemplate class. So in order to get that, first we have to get the data source. Let's say it's bean. We have to initialize a bean. The ID is bean. The ID is equal to we call it data source. Now this being the ID is data source, and the class for this one is org.apache.commons.dbcp.basic data source. So we are using basic data source in order to initialize our data source for JdbcTemplate class. Now this data source have this implementation, we need to initialize some of the parameters. So the properties, so we'll say property, the name is driver class name. The driver class name will set the value that is going to be com.mysql.jdbc.driver, and then we'll set another parameter property. Let's make it more readable, like that, like that. Let's put this there. Yeah. Now what we're gonna do is we'll just set further more parameters, properties, and we'll copy this like that. And it's basically the next one we will set is URL. The URL basically where JDBC MySQL and localhost, it's the port is 3306, and then the name of the database, that is Spring Test DB. This is the database. Next property we're going to set is the username, and the username is name. We'll go through root, and the password for this username should be, let's leave it empty, there's no password. Now our data source basically is configured with this. Next what we have to do is we'll get our JDBC template on bean, that is ID equals to ID equals to JdbcTemplate, and this is the class for JdbcTemplate is org.springframework.jdbc.core.jdbctemplate. And now the data source which you're going to set is going to be a reference bean, that is data source, and the ref bean is equal to data source, which we have already created up there. Now that's more like it. And the user basically will interact with the person DAO, and I have to call the person DAO create method. In order to get that, we'll make another bean. ID will be equal to person DAO, let's say, and this person DAO, we have the class that is com dot spring try dot person DAO implementation, and that is here, com dot spring try person DAO implementation, right? Here, if you see, we've got one JdbcTemplate class. This we basically we have to initialize this variable, and in order to do that, we will use the property name is equals to JdbcTemplate, and we'll set the value, the reference actually, the reference same like above. Reference bean is equals to reference bean is equals to what? JdbcTemplate. JdbcTemplate. We're almost ready now. What we've done here is we've set person DAO as a person DAO implementation. Then we've got a JdbcTemplate which refers to a JdbcTemplate which is here, and this JdbcTemplate uses data source basically, which is here. Now what we have to do is we have to write a main class in order to test that is it working or not. For that, I've already done this main test class, that we'll call it my main. We'll call it my main class, and we will put it new class, that will be my main class, and we finish it, and we'll put it like that. Now here we'll say William Tell. About this person configuration file, basically this file should be in the source folder, so we'll create other, we'll create XML, right? We'll say person config.xml, we'll finish it there, and we'll just paste that one, and this we'll just delete it. Now the main class, basically what it's doing is it's initializing the application context. As you can see, application context etx new class path XML application context, and we are passing the file here. And this file is we're gonna get bean person DAO, which we've initialized already in the person config, and then we'll call the method create on the person DAO. Let's see, I hope it works. So run, we say Java application, and it says person added successfully. Now William Tell should be added in the in this table, and let's see, and here it is, William Tell. And just in order to see one more time, we'll say Mark Johnson, and we'll just run it one more time, and we'll just go there again. So Mark Johnson is there. This is a very simple demonstration. I hope you liked it, and next time we'll try to create a method which we will use in order to get all of the values in person table and display to the user, and we'll be using a row mapper interface which got only one method, that is called as mapro, and we'll try to implement that and get all the values. Till then, take good care of yourself. I hope you enjoyed, and this is beneficial to you. Bye.